Hey guys, it's Amy from Amy Parker Art and founder of Creative Warriors. So I was watching a little TV and figured I would just pop on because I kind of getting the itch to do some painting and figured I would hop on and say hello to you, see how you are all doing. And when you pop on, please let me know if you can see it and hear okay. I know you can't see my face right now because I have the camera like this so that you can see what I'm about to paint. And my idea or my plan is, get this, I'm in my sister's group, which I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's like this exclusive group. And she's like, no, don't tell anybody because we have too many members. But anyway, it's like this birthday group, right? And we send out like cards and stuff like that to people. It's like a friendly kindness, group, which is totally awesome. And I love it. Hello, I don't know if you can see me, but hi there. Um, so this is what I've been doing because when I like buy my cards and I get all my cards in here and I have been using my multimedia paper to cut like 5x7 sizes and put them into my cards that I send out. Everybody just goes absolutely crazy and loves them. So I figured I would work on a few more tonight and just hang out with you. And if you have any questions, you can let me know, or you can just hang out and paint with me or just watch me paint or whatever, whatever floats your boat, whatever you guys feel like doing. So that's what I'm about to do right now, is just to cut up some of these 5x7s so that I can do some little mini paintings. Now, if you're watching my collectors group, because I'm streaming right now onto my Facebook page, into my collectors group for my own artwork, and also on YouTube. So hello to all of you. What was I going to say? I don't know. I get those squirrely moments and I forget what the heck I'm going to say. But anyway, oh yeah, I was going to tell you. So if you're watching on my collectors group, I am probably going to have some of these in the spring arts and crafts show that I'm doing. Well, that I'm hosting. It's not just me. There's other vendors in there. And it's going to be super fun. So that's going to be in March 25th through the 27th. And I would like to make up a few of these little pieces so that, if you guys want to get any in the craft show, you most certainly can do that. And right now I'm just looking for making sure I've got everything correct. Actually, I'm just going to use one of these to measure. I think that'll be a little bit easier. And then I'm just going to cut some of these up. This multimedia paper is pretty cool because you can, I don't know if you can actually see it on camera, but it really has like a nice feel to it on one side. Well, actually both sides, but I like the rougher side because it kind of mimics like, my canvases. And oh my gosh, you guys, I paint on so many canvases that I'm like, running out of room. I guess I'm going to have to do another art show pretty soon. Oh, you guys, hello. Tell me I'm going to draw on the wrong side here with my pencil. I don't want that to show through. I want to do it on the smoother side so that I can use that rough side for my painting. And this stuff's pretty cool. It says you can use oils on this multimedia paper as well as acrylics. But I am an acrylic woman. I love using acrylics. I've been painting in acrylics for a very, very long time, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. So, geez, I think I can actually get 4 mini paintings out of this one multimedia page, so this is going to be good. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do like some florals, right? Because everybody's dying for springtime. I mean, I know I am. I'm here in New Hampshire, freezing. Today wasn't so bad though. Today was pretty nice out. And I'm definitely looking forward to spring. I don't know about you guys, but it was a beautiful day today, though. The snow is melting. Even though my sister Sarah called me and said, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. I'm like, oh, hey, thanks for the great news. But I'm like, are you kidding me? But she said, no, don't worry. It's only supposed to be like an inch or two. So um, hopefully we won't get too much. Hey, I see some of you popping on. So hello, thank you for being here. Can you please, someone, anyone, just comment, because I cannot see from my phone, which is where I'm streaming from right here. I'm looking on the side over here at my computer, and I do not see any comments coming in. So I want to just make sure that you can see and hear me okay. So if you could just even just say hi, say hello, that would be great. If you guys haven't caught me on StreamYard before, I mean, what am I just like? I'm super like dingy, ditzy. I think that I did already draw on the wrong side. No, I didn't. I'm good. But yeah, if you haven't commented before while I was using StreamYard, then you're just gonna have to press allow to let StreamYard show your comment to me. That's all, because I'm using the StreamYard app. So go ahead and do that for me. And thinking that I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not, because I don't see any comments coming in, but please let me know if you can. All right, so what I did was I just cut up. I'm so excited that that 11 by 14 pad of paper that I have, the multimedia, I can actually get 4 mini paintings out of this. Now I'm going to tape them down on my cardboard, just because, you know, I've used this multimedia paper numerous times for you know, paint nights on my page, Amy Parker Art on Facebook, and it's pretty cool. It works out good. But I have learned that I need to kind of tape these down so that I can have more control over the multimedia paper. And this way I can like turn it easier, and it's not going to be like right, it's not going to be stuck right onto my table. So I did a 5x7. These are like mini paintings. I sent my mother one too. I made like some, I don't know, I think they were like 3x5s or something, the last ones that I did. And my mom's like, Amy, I cannot find a frame to fit it, even though I'm like, Mom, you probably can at the dollar store or something, but you know, hey. I figured 5x7 would be a little bit easier, be more like a standard kind of a size for everyone. So hello, if you are watching. I hope that you can hear me. I still don't see any comments coming in. So you're making me nervous, you guys, because I'm just, you know, starting to use StreamYard here. So please give me a thumbs up or hello or something, so I know that you can see and we're okay. But I can't even remember if I told you or not, but I really want to paint, do some floral paintings. And I do have some photos that I took that I'm going to use for reference. Geez, I took these photos like, I don't know, like a year and a half ago when I was at the grocery store, literally, like in the floral section of the grocery store. And I got some really pretty pictures of all kinds of different flowers. I think the first one I'm going to try and paint are some pretty roses. I think they were like a pink and yellow. I don't know. I got to pull that up on the computer in a moment to get my reference going on. But yeah, so this is all I'm doing. So if you are an artist too and you're wondering, I'm just going to paint some little mini paintings using the multimedia paper. I'm going to be painting in acrylics, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I love the fact that I got 4 4 5x7s out of this 11x14 paper. So this will be so cool. I've got my craft paints here. I also have like all different types of tube paints here. And I don't know, sometimes I mix it up and use a little bit of both. So we'll see what happens here tonight. I'm going to look up at my phone where I have you right now to see if I could see anything coming in. You guys might have to, like I said, you might have to let StreamYard give access for StreamYard, hit OK or allow or whatever so that you can talk to me tonight. I mean, I would hate to be doing this entire live stream for you, then watch it back and realize that nobody can hear a darn thing that I'm saying because I'm wasting my breath if you cannot hear me. So if you are watching and you have your sound up, please let me know so that I know that I'm not wasting my breath and that you can actually hear me. Okay, let me just get over to my reference photo. All right, so I am going to do, I'm rhyming, right? I am going to do some, like I said, we're going to do some roses. We'll do some pink and yellow roses. Pink and yellow roses. I don't know if I want to use that one. I don't know. I guess I'll try that. We'll do some of this. Put a little bit of this in here. A little bit of my floating medium. I love this stuff. It's totally awesome. So all I'm using is my craft paints right now, but like I said, I mix and match here. So I'm probably going to put a little bit of my heavy body paints in there in a moment, but I like to use mostly my primary colors when I'm using my craft paints, and that way I can mix whatever colors I want myself. I think I'm just going to use this like 1/2 inch flat. We'll try this first, just to kind of get some color down on here and see what happens. I think I want to move this stuff. I might want to way that I think I just have to turn my reference photo. Give me a moment. Let me turn that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to put some color down, and I'm just going to put some color down in here to get my roses started. I think I probably want to do, well, I probably want to paint most of this that color. Maybe I'll do the whole thing, right? So we're going to put like some yellow here and a yellow here. And then all this is going to be pink. I'm just kind of blocking out where my flowers are going to be. And don't worry if you're watching now and thinking that you're missing paint night. You're not, because I do paint night every Tuesday night on Amy Parker Art, my business page on Facebook. So you most certainly can join me if you want to do that. I'm just painting because I feel like painting, and wanted to say hi to you guys. I cannot see comments just yet because I'm looking at my reference photo. I'm really hoping that when I switch back over, that you say something to me because I really would like to know if you can see and hear me okay. And if you are watching me for the first time on StreamYard, then you have to just allow StreamYard to let you make a comment. You just have to say, yes, I agree, or I accept, or whatever it is. So these blank spaces right here, I'm just leaving because I'm going to put yellow roses in here, and then I'm going to make all of these pink. I'm just using that 1/2 inch flat brush, nothing crazy. And everything that I'm using for supplies tonight are just, these are just my preferences, just things that, you know, I like to use for product. And yeah, that's that. But I figured, hey, let's do some flowers because I want spring and it just makes me feel better to paint flowers. And I'll probably use whatever I come up with designs like in the next couple days. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll use this one. I'm not sure. But on paint night, we will do like a step by step. That's how it goes on paint nights. And I walk you through how to paint and create. And yeah, so you're welcome to join me for that if you so choose. And if you guys are just waiting, my collectors, because I know I'm streaming into my collectors group, do not worry. I am going to be having some pieces available for you in the Hello Spring Arts and Crafts show that my business is hosting. Anyone can go to that, by the way. If you want to get in, it is, go ahead and request to join and I'll add you. It's called Hello Spring Arts and Crafts Show on Facebook. It's in a private Facebook group. And yeah, just let me know and I'll add you in there. If you are an artist or a crafter and you want to be a vendor, please let me know. And then I will give you the information for that. It's only $10, and then we have a private group set up for vendors only. It's our little vendors practice group, so we can talk about, you know, what we're going to do to get our showcases ready and all that kind of stuff. So you're welcome to get in there if that is something you are interested in. Other than that, all my wonderful collectors, you can see what I have available in the show. And I'm super pumped because I'm going to be hosting this like annual show for you guys. So this is the first year. I think we have, well, I know we have over 50 members. Maybe we have like over 60 right now for patrons just sitting in there patiently waiting. And the show is going to run for 4 days, March 24th through the 27th. And right now, if you're just joining me, all I'm doing is painting on some multimedia paper that I cut up into sizes, a 5x7 size, because I'm using these. Well, I'm going to be selling some little mini pieces too. You guys know, my collectors know. But I also send these out in like for special little goodies and stuff, like in birthday cards or whatever. So I figured you guys might like to watch that. Maybe it'll give you some ideas, or maybe you'll just kind of want to look for that when I have some in the show. Let me switch back over here to see if you have said anything. I have to check. Oh, Dennis, thank you so much. Dennis says that he can hear me, and I really appreciate that, Dennis. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, yay, I know I am not wasting my breath here. That is great. Hope you're doing good tonight. Thanks for joining me, Dennis. I appreciate that. That is awesome. You guys, gotta let you know that Facebook sent me a an email because you know they know I do a lot of lives and stuff. They're doing some changes like they always do. And they wanted me to let you know that when you're watching my live stream, you now need to, I probably touch the video or whatever. Something should pop up which will allow you to click the bell so that you'll be able to see, you'll be able to get notified when I'm on, and you'll be able to see. This is what happens with your acrylics. That's okay. Just peel that stuff off. But yeah, go ahead and hit the bell. If you're on YouTube, same thing. You guys know the drill. Just hit the bell and we're good. That way you will not lose me. Always be able to find me and get notified. If that is something that floats your boat, right? I mean, I would love for you to always be here with me and hang out and paint and create, or watch me paint and create. If you're not an artist, that's okay. You're welcome to join me and just hang out and watch, because it is super relaxing. I read somewhere too that it is scientifically proven that when you watch someone paint, it actually lowers your blood pressure. So yay, that's a wonderful thing. So these are going to be yellow roses in here. Right now, everything just kind of looks like a big blob. But that's all right. It will hopefully be coming together. You know, an artist never really knows exactly what it's going to come out like. It's just a risk when you're doing your paintings. Some we love, some we don't. And I found that we're always our biggest critics. I found that my collectors are like, oh my God, I love it. Do you guys know how many paintings I've created in my life that I'm like, oh no, I need to just paint over that? And I have painted over numerous paintings before. But I've also sold numerous paintings to my collectors. They're like, no, no, I love it. I want it. And you know what? Everybody has different tastes. And keep that in mind, you painters out there. Keep that in mind. I also, here's another little tip for if you create a painting that you're not, you know, so fond of or so proud of or whatever. You can always donate it. Do you guys know how many paintings I've donated to fundraisers and like the children's auction in my area and things like that? A lot. And people love that stuff. It's a great way to get your name out there, and also to, you know, just help out your community. So just a little tidbit on that. All right, so now let me see. These are just like my little blobs that I got started. Like how I, you know, say that. It's just a little blob. All right, now I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm trying to figure out if I want to use the same brush or kind of mix it up a little bit. Probably going to grab a smaller brush. Need to rinse that one a little bit better. Let's see. Let me do like an angled. I wish that I love these brushes, are really nice quality. These Princeton shader Velvet Touch. These are pretty awesome. I just wish that they were a little bit longer, the bristles right here. But whatever, I'll go with that. I have other ones, like I can see another one up here right now. Like this one, like I'd like if no, they're pretty much the same. This one is just slightly longer. I lied. I was gonna say, oh look, I just found one, even though it wasn't the expensive brush. I've got all kinds of brushes here that are higher end, lower end. I don't know. I just grab whatever looks good and try many different things. So always experimenting here. Okay, so I'm going to just make like a darker shade I'm going to make like a darker shade of, I'm looking at my reference photo. I'm not sure if this is going to do it or if I'm going to, that might be too purpley. Let me see. I actually think that I might have to put a little bit of black in here. I think I need a dab of black, so let me find that. So right now I'm just using my acrylic craft paints, just my cheap apple barrels. But then I usually go over after and put like details on with like my master's touch or whatever. I've got basics and master's touch and all different types of tube paints under here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff under my table. I am, well, let me see. Right now, you guys, I'm just experimenting. I'm just trying to mix colors to see which one I like the best and which one I think matches my reference photo. Just trying to figure out what I want to use here. So this is what artists do. If you're like me anyway, just kind of like experimenting, messing around with some colors here. Oh, I think I like that the best. I'm going to do a little black, red, and blue. I know this looks very dark. It is very dark, but I think this is going to give me a good little, good, contrast. Hello. That was the hard word that I'm looking for. All right. So I'm just going to paint a little bit of like contrast in here. Just need some darker spots. And we'll see. We'll see how this comes together. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear my computer over here, but it sounds like it's going to take off like a jet plane. Guess that means I've been running it a little too long. I'm just like that. The computer on a lot. Working a lot on the computer. But I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And yeah, this color is pretty good. It's a good color. You guys, I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm just trying to paint some roses. On this 5x7. My multimedia paper. Sometimes I get quiet when I'm in the zone. You most certainly can still comment. Let me know how you're doing, what's going on, how your day was. Tell me what great, fun, and exciting things happened to you today. I always like to hear that. And yeah, let me know how you're holding up. And thank you for being here and hanging out with me. If you have questions, let me know. If I miss them now because I'm in the zone painting, I will go back and answer them like I always do for you guys. So don't worry. We'll get there. So I'm just using this darker color that I mixed up, and I'm using, it looks like a 3/4 inch flat angled brush. I have a little bit of medium here, clear, like floating medium. And I'm going to need to mix a different color for the yellow roses, because this color that I mixed up here is going to be too dark for that piece. So I will just mix another one for that after we're done putting some of these on. It's kind of cool that I'm like painting 4 of them together. Got my own like little assembly line going on over here. And this is you know, giving me something to do other than watching TV, which is okay once in a while, you know. I do like to watch my Survivor. You guys know I am a Survivor diehard fan. I have to watch it every night. I mean, I don't have to, but it brings me joy. Let me know what your favorite show is. Or if you like Survivor too, or any reality shows. I mean, I work a lot of hours during the day, you guys. I mean, I'm working on Creative Warriors for you, for all of you artists out there who want help gaining collectors online and building your businesses, because that is a huge passion of mine, to help others. And I'm so glad that I'm able to do that now. So yeah, I do deserve a little downtime and to watch my Survivor if I feel like it. Tim's big time into watching Pawn Stars right now. We go through phases. We do. I do have some exciting news. If you live around here and you guys, if you guys follow my band or come to any shows or whatever, you obviously, you know, it's been a long time since we've had a show, but Tim just booked one. Yesterday, we actually got our first booking, so fingers crossed that everything will be worked out this summer, where we'll be able to be outside for our shows. And we'll be doing Wake the Lake. So just a little heads up on that. But, you know, I think I'll sing and paint and draw forever and ever, amen. Because I love it. I get it. We got to all have something fun and that inspires us to do, right? What do you guys like to do that's fun and inspiring to you? I think this is going to be pretty. Of course, I'm still getting like the bare bones down. Let me see if you're saying anything. I got to switch my screen. Oh, Dennis, Tim loves the Gold Rush too. So, yeah, maybe that's a guy thing. I don't know. I saw it a little bit too. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I know, little delayed reaction with me answering you. I apologize. It's just that I keep switching. I have to switch back and forth from my reference photo to see what you guys are saying. But thank you, Dennis. I appreciate you chiming in on the conversation here. What the heck are you doing these days? What's going on with you? How's your life? Like, what are you up to? Besides hanging with me on a Friday night. Whoop. This is looking kind of neat. I'm liking it. Who knows? It could turn out looking a little bit abstract, but that's okay with me too. I love abstracts. Do, do, do. Sorry, guys. You know, I get in my zone and I'm like, ooh. I try to keep talking, but sometimes it messes up my artistic mojo. I have to take a break. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah. I can't remember if I told you, but I did some shopping online earlier. I just love doing that. Like I have my favorite people that I follow, and I don't really like going out of the house anyway, unless my band's got a gig or something. But it's been a year since that's happened, so I'm really looking forward to our first show for Wake the Lake. That'll be fun. That'll be a blast. Plus, I have a new backup singer, Lisa Marie. And I'm psyched for you guys to hear her, see her on stage. Should be a good time. Just trying to figure out how I want to do this one. Oh yeah, I was telling you. So I was buying jewelry earlier. I bought a bunch of jewelry, a lot. Tim's like, "What are you doing?" Before he left work, I'm like, "Oh, I'm just buying jewelry online because it's just costume jewelry." But that's because my band's got a show and I'm super excited, even though I have like a lot already. But I like to get more. Figured maybe I'll throw a few pieces out in the crowd. I always have like a few women that are like, "Oh my God, I love your ring," or "I love your necklace." I'm like, "Oh, here you go." I just love doing that. It's just so fun to make people happy. So I need more for that. Dennis, I hung up my computer programming hat to become a chicken farm. That is right. Why did I not remember that, Dennis? It's amazing watching you develop your paintings. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to take a little intermission for like 5 minutes. If you have to go feed the chickens, and you can come right back. Actually, they must all be sleeping right now. I hope you guys don't have, oh, don't get mad at me for saying this, but you guys don't have like lights on them like all night, do you? Because I know they need to have their time when they go to sleep, just like we do, and then they come up. But some people have like the lights on them all the time. And if you do, I still love you, but I'm just curious because we used to have chickens too. Not as much as you because we didn't have a chicken farm, although I did feel like I was kind of on a farm. We only had 6. I'm sure you have more than that. But yeah, so you guys, gonna do a little intermission here so I can get a drink of water, blow my nose, come back here. Then I'll start to do some darker pieces on these roses. And then, yeah, who knows? We might have a painting marathon tonight, or Well, you never know. You never know. I'm trying to find my Sharpie so whoever else pops on will know that I just didn't take off forever. But of course, I can't find one Sharpie right now, right? I always have a bunch. Well, I guess I can use this one. So I will be right back, right back. No lights, Dennis says, for his chickens. We try to do things naturally. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, Dennis, where do you live? Because I think you're far away from me, but man, we would love to go get eggs from you. You sell the poultry too, I imagine, right? The chickens. Um, but man, I was telling Tim tonight too. I'm like, I just ate too much chicken today. You got me chicken salad, and then he brought me home some chimichangas before he went back out to work. I'm like, I've had a little too much chicken. But yeah, boy, I love fresh eggs. Those are the best. Be right back, okay? You guys can take a little bathroom break, or you can whatever you got to do. And meet me back, or get your brushes and paints ready if you want to paint along. Give me just a momento. Gotta get a drink. I'm back. I'm back. Had to get my water. And take a little mental break for a second so I can get back to creating some magic roses. All right, Dennis says, we live in Western Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah, they're too far. Our main thing is broiler chickens. Oh, wow. That's awesome. So I guess probably like shipping the eggs would probably not be a good idea. But nothing's better than real fresh chicken eggs. Okay, you guys, I have to mix up a darker color for my yellow roses here. So I need to go back to my reference and kind of determine, oops, get myself up full of paint, what color I'm going to use in here. Let's see what is going to make that pretty color that I need to go with the yellow. Maybe even like a, I don't, I'm kind of stumped here. I don't want to use that same color. I want to use something different. I wonder if just a tiny bit of black, but that's going to turn it kind of green. Maybe just, I don't think I like that. Just experimenting. Maybe a little bit of red and yellow, make it a little orangey, a bit deeper. That might work. That might work. And I'm going to try a dab of black. All right, I'll see how I like this. See how this works. See how that goes. Oh yeah, that'll be pretty. I like that. Of course, this brush, I need to try and just get the very chiseled edge here. So let me see, Dennis, I gotta go back to your comment again. Did you say computer? You were programming. Oh my goodness, you are a smarty pants. I'm not that good, but I actually figured out how to develop my own website. And that's where I developed my own membership too. That's how Creative Warriors was born. I did all that work myself. But I mean, I'm not into like coding or anything crazy like that. I just use like I use Wix, and I just use like the ADI from Wix, and I know how to use the editor pretty darn well nowadays. So that's cool. But wow, I'm impressed because computer programming is, I imagine, pretty difficult. I don't think I could do it. I mean, hey, there's only so many things we can do, right? Got to pick and choose. And if you want to be a chicken farmer, you do it. That is awesome. Get right back to our roots in nature and do what we were born to do, right? And, you know, I love painting and creating, which is, there's a lot of like, I'm doing a lot of graphic design now too, because I have to by creating my own membership program for artists. I had to do a lot of figure that out, and I love that. But it's, also nice to just create and from our own hands like this and make stuff. This color doesn't look the same, does it? It's a little bit darker. That's all right. We'll put a couple darker pieces in here. We need some different tones going on anyway. I keep painting my hand. Keep painting my hand. So if you are just joining me, if you haven't seen me before, I'm Amy from Amy Parker Art and founder of Creative Warriors, which is a membership for artists. And I teach them how to gain collectors and make a living online like I did. And like I do. I'll give you guys the little rundown of what's coming up here for you. I do have the Spring Arts and Crafts Show coming up in March 24th through the 27th. It's a 4-day event. It's held on Facebook in a private Facebook group. If you want to come to that, just go ahead and request to join and I will add you. If you are an artist or a crafter and you want to be a vendor, that's well, just let me know. I'll make that happen also. It's only $10 to do that. And we do have a separate group set up for vendors for our little practice group. Okay, no, I don't like that color. I need to go back to the one that I previously stirred up here on my sophisticated palette. And I am painting on multimedia paper. I cut the paper into 5x7s because I send these out in birthday cards for my friends and family. But I will have some of these available for the Arts and Crafts Show, I imagine. So if you guys want any, you can grab them then. And even though it doesn't start until next month, we do have quite a few people in the group already, just hanging out, chatting, having a good time. So you are welcome to do that if you want to. I really like how the yellow is showing up with the pink. It's really pretty. Gotta keep checking here. Only go back and see. Pumpkin time for me. Looks amazing, Amy. Have a great night. Thank you, Dennis. You too. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right. So now I'm going to add a little bit of, let's see. I want to do a list. I'm going to add a little bit of like this alizarin crimson in there. See what happens. I think that will look really pretty. I'll just try a little bit of that. Oops, if I can get the cap back on. If you pop on and I miss saying hi to you, please do not be offended. Just know that I am deep in thought sometimes when I'm painting. That's all. And yeah, give me a little bit of grace with that because I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. I'm just trying to see what I want to use for a brush here. That's pretty. Let's try this. Nice. I'm just using a tiny like round brush. And I'm just using a little bit of heavy body paints, going over my craft paint that I laid down for my first layer. Making some little spring paintings. Do, 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 do. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but the heavy body paints are looking kind of cool on that. I'm just putting another layer. So I'm just using the multimedia paper here that I cut up into 5x7 size so that I can use these to send out with my birthday cards. You can use this idea too if you would like. If you're artsy crafty, you can paint along with me. Or you can catch me any Tuesday night on my business page, Amy Parker Art on Facebook, where we do paint night. So when I do paint night on Tuesday night, I literally walk you through step by step. So I am explaining a little bit more. Right now I'm just having fun. Figured I would hop on, say hi to you guys. I'm trying out StreamYard. If you're trying to make a comment and you cannot, it's just because you have to say okay or allow StreamYard to let you make a comment. But right now I'm using a little bit of alizarin crimson with a little bit of white to put on for this darker color. If you guys have any questions, I'll go ahead and shoot. And I will answer them intermittently as I'm painting away here. But these are fun little mini paintings. Having a good time playing around with some color. So I took some photos a couple years ago, a lot of photos when I was in the grocery store. Supposed to be buying groceries, but I stopped, where they have all the flowers. I'm like, oh my gosh, these are beautiful. And I took a bunch of pictures of all different types of flowers. So I just found these in my computer files and figured I would use them to be inspired and come up with some fun little paintings for springtime. Plus, it gives me some good ideas on what to do for paint night also. Right? Help me out with my little birthday card gifts and helps me out to help you by doing some fun paint nights together. If you paint, let me know. I would love to know what stuff you paint, what you are into. And let me know how your day was. If you had a wonderful day today, I hope that you did. It was a beautiful day here in New Hampshire. I am kind of kicking myself in the butt that I did not get out and take a long walk today because it was definitely nice enough for me to do that, but guess I was just being I was going to say I was being lazy, but I really wasn't. I was working on my posts and trying to finish up my my little gift that I have for you guys. You know how I'm always making those. Well, this one is for my creative warriors, everyone in my membership. And I know I told you guys, but if you're in Creative Warriors, which there's only a few select in there right now, well, I think about 8. So I don't open the doors up until May of this year, actually. Only twice a year. So this May, I'll be opening the doors to the public. But I've been working on for the past 2 days a tracker and accomplishment. It was going to just be like a sheet, right? But it actually turned out to be like a workbook for you for Creative Warriors membership. So it's pretty cool. You know, I'm sure some of you are going to love it, especially if you're like me and you like to be like hands-on, or if you like to like check off what you do as you accomplish it, because it, you know, I made it look nice and pretty in Canva, and it's a cute little design, goes along with, you know, everything that we do, and it's easy to track the modules that way, and to just kind of see your progress, your own progress, because I know that we're all at different stages. So it's, you know, hopefully going to be a helpful tool for you. So I'm pretty psyched about that. So I've been on the computer a lot in the past 2 days doing that. And then I did plop myself on the couch and I was watching some TV after Tim got me dinner. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to go paint. I feel like painting. And when the inspiration happens, let's just do it. So I figured I would come on, hang out with you guys, try out my StreamYard again that I'm trying out, which I'm really liking. And hopefully you enjoy hanging out with me and watching me paint. You know, I know that I'm streaming into my collectors group, and most of you in there are like, don't ask me to paint. I'm not going to paint. But I'm also streaming into YouTube and my my page for my other artists who follow me. So if you want to paint with me, you most certainly can. That's up to you. But it's definitely fun on Tuesday night to connect and be able to paint together that way. Let me see if I can pull this up closer to show you the difference from with the heavy body paints that I'm using. And then this one I did not put any on yet. So that was the first layer. And now I'm putting the second layer. I didn't get any, haven't done anything with the yellow ones. Yeah, I'm just still working on the pink or fuchsia, whatever heck color these roses are coming out. But I'm liking it. It's looking kind of cool. I'm using a little bit of medium here. Just the folk art floating medium. You guys, all the stuff that I'm using is just stuff that, you know, I like to use, and which is like a preference of mine. You don't have to use exactly what I use. If you are painting along, you most certainly can get creative and do your own thing. That's totally fine. But yes, today in New Hampshire, we had a beautiful day. The sun was shining. I mean, it wasn't like super warm, but it was warmer than it has been. So that was uplifting. The snow is beautiful, but you know, I get sick of living in a freezer at this time. So I figured that I would paint some flowers to get inspired for the springtime coming up. Just using a little alizarin crimson. This is the basics. Little alizarin crimson and a little bit of white. And I'm just kind of making different little wiggly lines around where my flowers are. Doesn't have to be perfect, just having a good time and yeah, just being creative. This brush is not the best, but that's okay. I mean, oh my gosh, I guess I could pick another one. Like I have, like, I don't know, 10 jars in front of me full of brushes, but I'm just going to keep going with this one so that they all match, considering this is what I started out with. But you guys, like, I have some really nice, expensive brushes, and then I have just some cheaper, like, Walmart brushes. It just doesn't matter. Whatever you want to use is fine by me, because if you're creating, then hey, it's your creation, right? And you are allowed to paint it however you want to paint it. So relaxing to paint. Gosh, I just got a flashback. I remember when I used to go to my Aunt Bunny's house, my Aunt Bunny's camp. She was such a great woman. And yes, I did have an Aunt Bunny. And I loved going over to her camp when we were kids. We used to go swimming and stuff a lot. I mean, I love the water. During the summertime, thank goodness I have a pool because I need to swim every day. But my Aunt Bunny, she used to teach me how to paint. Of course, my mother taught me a lot too, like how to draw. And I have aunts that are all artsy crafty. Got a lot of creative, crafty people in my family, but my Aunt Bunny, I remember she'd be sitting on her porch at her camp, just laughing away, and she had this amazing laugh I will never forget for the rest of my life. Same with my Aunt May, just really loud and adorable laugh. You could hear her across the whole campground. But she would always be there with like her straw hat on or whatever, sitting on the porch and painting away. And she taught me a lot of different little crafty techniques. And I remember she taught me how to paint blueberries, was like the first thing that she taught me how to paint. And I thought that was so darn cool. And yeah, it's nice to have those memories. Creative memories like that. And of course, you know, family bonding time. And it was just fun to do something creative together. That's why I like doing paint nights for you guys too. I know some of you paint together, like with your family. You're all like, yeah, I'm at the table, or I'm painting with my daughter. I love to hear that. I love to hear that you guys are having a good time. And the internet is great that we can connect like that. I think I need a little bit more white in there. So I've got putting a little white into my alizarin crimson over here. If you guys pop on, say hi. Let me know you're here. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, let me know. just painting up some floral pieces on a 5x7. I'm using multimedia paper that I have taped down onto my cardboard so I can turn it if I want to. And of course, I'm gonna need to. I can't just tape it down to the table because that would not work right for me. Just using like a round brush. It's like a tiny round brush. It's not really that great. After I started using it, I realized that the end little bristles kind of bugging me a little bit. But considering I painted most of these already with this type of brush, I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to finish it. I can do it. And then I will just grab another brush after, considering I have like 100 here. I hum sometimes when I'm painting. Even though my humming kind of sounds like a musical, and I'm a rock singer, so I don't know why that happens, but I need a little bit more alizarin crimson. That'll probably do it. Yellow really looks pretty with this color here. Love it. Love it. Get a little bit more white in here. A little bit more medium. Oh, that might have been too light. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. Geez, if I keep painting all night, Tim's going to come home before I go to bed. I'm usually sleeping by the time he gets out of work. I like this. Oh, feels like something's biting me. The heck? I thought there was a bug on my leg. It scared me. It wasn't. I don't think. Some like, I don't know, like looked like maybe it was a piece of my chimichanga stuck to my head. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's getting late. But hey, I'm old enough. I can stay up if I want. Do you guys remember when we were kids? No, I want to stay up. I want to stay up. Now it's like, oh yeah, I want to go to bed. Or when my kids were little, and you know that time where it's like oh, when it was bedtime, and then it's like, oh, phew, now I get some time to myself. And then when they start growing up and they're like wanting to stay up later, and then you're too darn tired and you go to bed before them. I remember those days. All right, now I gotta mix up oh, wait a second. I think I want to put just a couple of dots of straight alizarin crimson. Not dots, but a couple of spots of this color right in my flower in a few spots. I'm just trying to give it like a cool looking tone. Well, I'm not looking forward to the spiders coming for springtime. That's one thing I can do without. I was checking out my business page today and I was watching a video that oh gosh, that's a huge glob. We don't need that much. That I did a while back, and I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was varnishing a painting, trying to show how to varnish. And huge spider was crawling in my studio and I flipped out. Everybody was laughing. So I'm not looking forward to that. So hopefully we don't get any more spiders in the studio. We'll see. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, these look so pretty. I wish you guys could see like the true color here on video. I know when I sell pieces and my collectors get them and they tell me all the time, oh, it looks so much better in person. Sometimes the cameras just don't do justice with the color. And the texture, of course. I mean, it's much easier to appreciate it like up close. Oh yeah, let me see if I can give you a closer view on how this looks with the alizarin crimson in it. I haven't started on the well, I mean, I started the yellow roses, but I need to now go back to my reference photo so I can see what I want to do with my yellow roses. First of all, I think I'm going to need to switch brushes because I like how long this one is. It's easy, like I have good control with it because I do like that long wooden handle. Although I'm not liking not liking how the bristles are not working correctly. They're starting to fray a little bit on the end. Maybe I'll just try one of these. I'll try one of those. And I'm gonna need to use a darker color in my roses. Let me see what I can use. Maybe I should do like a yellow ochre. Maybe a yellow ochre. I don't know if this one is open. Or what's this? Maybe a cad yellow. Let me see. No, that's not going to work. Raw sienna. Let's see. Just so many choices. Burnt sienna. Oh, I don't know. You know what? I just got to make a choice. I'm going to actually try some burnt sienna. It may be too much, but get a little dab of burnt sienna and see. Just kind of test it out a little bit. Oh, that is beautiful. I really do like that. I like it. I like it. I thought it was going to be a little too overpowering, but it seems to be matching just really nicely. The color, I'm all about color, you guys. I think that's why I love painting abstract too so much. Even though this isn't completely abstract, it's kind of half and half, I guess. It's just my own little creation. But yeah, this burnt sienna looks good in here. Pretty, pretty. I like how the burnt sienna also is like a little bit like can kind of look translucent. Pretty. I don't want to do too much. Gotta leave some other tones in here. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like it, like it. Okay, let me go back. See. Hmm. Oh, that one is my favorite. My favorite so far. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. And now I have to check my reference photo once again. So that's a super, super like light pink. I want to put a little bit of that on. So, oh, here we go. Super, super light pink. Oh, oopsie. Stuff's falling all over the place. Of course, that one is stuck. That red one. Guess I need to get another red. Really like these, the Winsor Newton, Galleria, acrylics. But I did use an alizarin crimson on this part, but I think I'm going to use just a bright red and some white now. To put a few pretty highlights in there. I don't even know if that's light enough. That's too late. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, it's almost time for me to go watch Survivor. It's you guys, it's past my bedtime. I have not stayed up like this to paint this late in a long time. If you were joining me, hello. And I don't know why you're not in bed. Because I should be. But I'm just, I don't know. I was just inspired. I felt the creative juices, like I gotta paint. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You pop on and you say something and I miss what you are saying. I apologize. I will answer you though. I will go back and check. I just get in my zone, my painting zone. And sometimes I can't see what you're saying because I'm concentrating on this and my camera is the other way, but I will check in a moment. I imagine most of you are in bed. Unless there's any midnight snackers going on tonight. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. I like it. Mm-hmm. I like that. Now I just need to figure out what I am going to use for my yellow. I want some really big pops of yellow. Let's see what ones I want to use here. You know, I think I'm going to use the lemon yellow. And I might need a little bit. Boy, I'm going to need to get supplies soon. Or a lot of paints. That's pretty. Just straight on like that is pretty. Love that color. That looks awesome. You probably can't tell on camera, but it looks really spectacular. That really nice lemony color. Oh, Kirby. You guys hear the cat? Let me go grab him. He needs to come in. Come in, Curbs. Jeepers. Heck is the cat getting into now? Kirby. Heck is he doing? Oh my gosh, I love it. It's beautiful. Pretty, pretty. Just finishing up these roses. Using like a really light, well, like a lemon yellow with some white. Get some highlights on here. But I really love how the yellow flowers look against those pink ones. If you're just joining me, hello. Thanks for joining me. Not sure why you're not sleeping. I usually am in bed, but I just felt the urge to paint, so figured I would come on here, try out my StreamYard, and do some little mini paintings for springtime. Love it. Let me see if I can show you a closer look. And I did a few different layers of like just using craft paints, and then I used the heavy body paints over it. It's hard to see on camera the actual colors, but they are really pretty. So yes, used a little bit of this stuff, used a little bit of this stuff. Well, not really the black, a dab of black, but I'm going to call it a night, you guys. I'm exhausted. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you coming on. If you're just catching the tail end of this and you want to see the whole creation of what I did here, go ahead and check out the recording. I will leave it here on the page. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, it will be both places. Remember, you can catch me if you want to paint with me on Tuesday night on my business page, Amy Parker Art on Facebook, 7 p.m. EST every Tuesday. And I hope that you all have a wonderful night.